Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel Hutchins, and we are back again for another live stream. Today's live stream, we're going to be talking about some information from Screen Rant. Yeah, our friend Screen Rant. Now, I don't know why, but it seems like the video is moving pretty freaking slow. So, on a side note, guys, I'm just going to get this stuff started. Okay, so first from our friend Screen Rant, we are going to talk about No Way Home and how it foreshadows the greatest problem with X-Men. Now, it is a matter of time before the X-Men make their Marvel Cinematic Universe debut. Spider-Man No Way Home subtly has foreshadowed the issue they bring. Yeah. Okay, so this is 16 hours ago. Okay, 16 hours ago. Spider-Man No Way Home subtly sets up a major problem with the X-Men. Marvel Comics have always liked to imagine their stories and take place in the Stanley called the world outside your window. Now, a bite, one with gods and monsters, aliens and mutants, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has followed the same kind of formats before, because attempting to ground the various characters from the Avengers to the Eternals to the real world. Okay, so that's led some of the most interesting movies of all, and also political repercussions from the Sokovia Accords have tore apart the Avengers during Civil War. Okay, so Spider-Man is the only Avenger today who has been a teenager in this shared universe, given his solo films give an awesome feel to the MCU. It's also been posed serious ethical questions whether or not Avengers should allow Spider-Man to join their fights. It doesn't take long for War Machine to pick up on this in Captain America Civil War, with Tony Stark brushing the question of Spider-Man's age aside. Now, age doesn't fucking matter, guys. Age doesn't fucking matter, because you can be anywhere. So, I don't know. I didn't carbon date him. Iron Man defended himself. He's on the young side. But the question of Spider-Man's age surfaced again from No Way Home, when Peter Parker's Aunt May was accused of child endangerment because she had allowed him to act as a superhero. Child endangerment's a nasty rap, Agent Cleary said. A boy was entrusted to you, and as his legal guardian, essentially his mother, you're not only allowed to endanger himself, but you actually encourage it. Who does that? Now, it's true that this was a throwaway scene, but the ethical consideration is were subsequently explored in greater depth. The question is the chilling one nonetheless, and it has serious implications for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, particularly how it relates to X-Men. Now, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. God, it's cold. I'm looking. Let's just put a white shirt on. Fuck. Okay, guys, I'm back. I just had to use the bathroom. So, okay. Related to this article, all 9 Spider-Man movies ranked, including No Way Home. Okay. So when Disney purchased the bulk of Fox's film to the TV empire, Marvel regained the film rights to X-Men. Now it's only a matter of time before the X-Men join the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including Charles Xavier, the founder. In comics, Charles Xavier is a man who's founded the school for gifted youngsters. He trained new mutants every day, and their powers were usually triggered in puberty. In the use of their powers, Xavier didn't just teach them how to safely use their ability. However, he also taught them how to wage war. Yeah, training them in the danger room, send them on field missions against powerful rivals like Magneto. Now, assuming Marvel Studios wishes to tell an even remotely comic book accurate X-Men story, the agent queries question of who does that is clear. Charles Xavier. Now, we already mentioned. Okay, let's just keep going. So Fox's movies never really wrestled with this question. The original X-Men films skipped it entirely. Although Professor X ran a school, the vast majority of X-Men who actually saw the battle were adults. Now, Fox subsequently stepped back in X-Men timeline with X-Men First Class, introducing the young team, but they never really thought about how the implications were. Because, but in MCU, the high degree of self-awareness will surely be unable to resist tackling that question head-on. After all, as soon as it's posed, Charles Xavier is reinterpreted for the audience. He is not no mere dreamer. He is a visionary who longs for peace between man and mutant. There are shadows to him, dark sides seen in a willingness to send teenagers to war. At the very least, it reveals the pragmatism to him that really convinced him, that he shows he understands that mutants will never have peace to be accepted, as much as he strived for it. Okay. The real world focuses on MCU means questions are like the commonplace. Oftentimes than not, Spider-Man No Way Home, the questions are posed but no answers are given. Simply because resolving this would shake things up a little too much. But Marvel could potentially make this the key to the MCU version of X-Men. Again, Charles Xavier is much darker than those portrayed by Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy. Their comics actually took place approaching the 90s, and Marvel Studios' X-Men can differentiate themselves from the big screen predecessor by embracing the darkness in the beginning. Okay, So, guys, let me know your thoughts about that. We're going to keep going. Yeah, we are going to keep going. Fuck. We're trying to keep going. Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. Alright, so we're looking. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. New Obi-Wan Kenobi comic series spins off his entire life. Yeah, the new Obi-Wan Kenobi comic series spans off in Kenobi's entire life. Star Wars has just announced a new Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming in May, exploring key moments of Kenobi's life. Okay, this is a couple hours ago. Star Wars and Marvel Comics just announced Obi-Wan, which is a new comic book series that will explore key moments from the iconic Jedi Master and his life in Star Wars Galaxy. He is one of the most beloved and important characters in the galaxy far, far away. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi was instrumental in bringing a new hope to the galaxy after his fallen apprentice plunged to the darkness when Anakin became Darth Vader. Now, his new series will see Kenobi reflecting on his life while on exile on Tatooine, including his earliest days as a young Padawan. He was the apprentice to Qui-Gon Jinn before becoming the master of Anakin. Now, Obi-Wan is one of the best, most popular Star Wars Jedis, serving as an unrelenting source of resilience through the dark times he lived, from the Clone Wars to the rise of the Empire. Now, it frames a device that sees the series where Obi-Wan living as a hermit on Tatooine to watch over young Luke just weeks before the New Hope started. Now, sensing things are about to dramatically change, the new series will see Kenobi looking back and writing in his books where Luke would inherit and learn from as he's seen from the 2015 series. Okay, so thanks to new announcements from StarWars.com, the new Obi-Wan series will be coming from a writer and an artist, comprising of 5 issues. Each issue will feature a different point in Kenobi's life. The first one depicts him as a child, during his early days in the Jedi Order as Qui-Gon's Padawan. So here are the newly revealed covers for Obi-Wan #1, releasing in May for Marvel Comics. Okay, you can see the whole thing of photos here on screen, man. Alright. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts. Obi-Wan is going to have more comic books coming. So yeah, that's pretty good. So let's keep going. Yeah. Fudge. The hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm sorry if I'm moving a little slow today. I'm just Oh my god. Okay, Batgirl co-director fans have flamed on the Black Canary rumors. The co-director for the upcoming Batgirl movie fans the flames of rumors surrounding the inclusion of Black Canary. Now, 10 hours ago, the co-director of Batgirl film fans are in flames and rumors surrounding the inclusion of Jurnee Smollett's Black Canary. Following several small screen iterations and the Alicia Silverstone Batgirl from Batman and Robin in 1997, directors again want to make Batgirl mark the first live-action movie focusing on the daughter of Jim Gordon. Now, Barbara, who will be played by Leslie Grace, films her project is underway with a script by someone who's doing Birds of Prey. Now, in addition to Grace, Batgirl will feature J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon from before, following his role from the Flash movie. Now we know Michael Keaton's going to return as Batman. DC Extended Universe newcomers include Brendan Fraser as the Firefly, and there's a couple of others, but Batgirl will skip theaters and go to HBO as part of a new plan by Warner Brothers. This will also involve Jurnee Smollett's Black Canary movie and a Michael B. Jordan Val Zod series. Okay. So they recently shared a piece of fan art on social media saying that Black Canary could appear in Batgirl. Now, pieces show Grace in her new Batgirl costume alongside the Keaton Batman and Smollett's Black Canary. Again, you can see a screenshot below. It's okay. Yeah, so Smollett's Dino Lance, aka Black Canary, debuted in the Harley Quinn-focused Birds of Prey 2020. As mentioned before. Now, Smollett's performance in that film warranted the announcements of spin-offs focused on her character, though Black Canary is currently in development from a script from the person who did Underground and Lovecraft Country. Now, given this fact, Batgirl was written by the same scribe of Birds of Prey. Rumors persisted Black Canary would appear in the later setup of her album. Okay, so Black Canary is going to come back. So in comics, Batgirl has a long-standing friendship with Black Canary. She's been set for the Warner Brothers in DC for many, many, many years now. While fans have speculated everyone from Vicky Vale to the Court of Owls to Lex Luthor and Robin, Batgirl rumors surrounding this of Black Canary, or very likely, guys, very likely, because probably why they didn't have a problem sharing above the fan arts. You can see those on Twitter. Now, fan arts, you go to Twitter to see those. Now, of course, directors could just be playing the cards, and we'll hope to see Batgirl drop on HBO Max sometime later this year. I don't know when, but sometime this year. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's what's going on with Batgirl and the rumors about Black Canary. Black Canary. Well, the new Black Canary, yeah, I kind of didn't really like her that much, but hey, you know, Warner Brothers is always trying to throw in some diversity. So I don't see why not. So let's keep going. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep. Huh? Huh? What the heck? I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking, I'm thinking. Okay. So, this is a little something that kind of stalked me. Okay. So, fired solo directors reflect on their experience from their film. Now, Phil Lord and Chris Miller look back from their experience with the 2018 film Solo: The Star Wars Story, which has seen them fired over creative differences. Oh my gosh. Man, I love Solo. I love Solo, just so you guys on the channel know. I freaking love Solo. Solo is so good. I think it's one of my freaking favorite movies. Okay, but let's keep going. 11 hours ago. So, Solo Star Wars story directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller reflected on their briefer but expected experience making the 2018 movie, which I saw that movie and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite movies that year. Plus, Solo, when he first entered production, was being helmed under Lord and Miller, whose previous directorial efforts were 21 Jump Street, Lego Movie, and many others. The movie was one of the few standalone Star Wars films that I like. But, again, we're not talking about it. But again, let's keep going. It follows the early adventures of Han Solo, played by Alden Ehrenreich, covering everything from the first meeting with Chewbacca and to how he got his name. Solo seemed primed for success, but it ran for some creative speed bumps during filming. More than halfway from the production, Lord and Miller were essentially fired from Solo due to creative difference between them and Lucasfilm. This situation seemed to speak to large problems within Lucasfilms because the studio was developing a reputation for not allowing their directors much freedom. In the end, guys, we have Ron Howard. Yeah, Ron Howard. He was brought in to oversee reshoots and complete the production. Okay, since then, Lord and Miller haven't said much about their time with Solo. So, however, during recent appearances to the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, the pair actually reflects on a stint with Star Wars. Lord summed up his thoughts, starting by explaining a bit of why they had hoped what they wanted to achieve from that movie. He then offered a rather positive spin on the entire situation, indicating it wasn't a completely terrible experience. Lord said in his quotes, "We've always wanted to make projects that are like Han, a Maverick, and so we were always trying to do what was best. That's what we were hoping to do with those movies." Now, it was funny about the original Star Wars, an independent film made outside of a Hollywood system. Han is the spirit and the kind of independence, and that is why we always want to inspire to work on that with everyone. The good news was, you can't take away what you learn. We learn so much, but we got to work with the great people, with many friends, and we call it animation. You put pencil miles under our belt, and then you made it better. Filmmaker in the wrong run, yeah. Funny ways, guys. there's obviously a lot of negative emotions associated with us, but the way we feel now, we feel about all our projects, you're probably just trying to become better and learn and collaborate with more people. And that doesn't go away. Yeah. So upon the release of the 2018 Solo, it stumbled a bit financially and critically. It's seen as a solid movie overall. Questioned the need to explore every bit of Han Solo in his past. The box office, Solo earned a mere $393 million worldwide. And yes, I contributed to it, because I saw it in the theaters. A surprisingly low amount of money for a Star Wars movie. Now, Lord and Miller getting fired likely did little to the box office in the run. But, however, that's beside the point. Because many have spent years seeing Solo debut, wondering how the film would have looked different. It seems really likely Lord and Miller Solo would have given the franchise a creative jolt it needed back then. Okay, it's clear their departure still stings, but their decision also sees the positives from the situation, showing that they aren't choosing to linger in the past. And in the time, Solo was one of the biggest productions Lord and Miller had undertaken in directors. It was already guaranteed they would be learning a lot as they went along. They hear and they still utilize their lessons in a small comfort, even if they wish they hadn't been taken off Solo at all. Still, this shows some life lessons, and that all experiences can be positives and negatives, and sometimes it's better to focus on the former. Okay, guys, so let me know your thoughts about that. I wanted to revisit Solo. I'm probably going to revisit the movie again this year. I don't know when, though. Maybe this month, maybe next month, I don't know. I'm thinking I really, really want to revisit Solo, because it's one of my freaking favorite movies of the year of 2018. Because I contributed to the 391 million worldwide. It's pretty nice. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna do one more. One more, guys, one more. Look. Okay. Okay. Peacemaker fan made his own Peace Train cocktail drinks in a viral video. Now, there is a thing in Peacemaker called the Peace Train cocktail drink. Now, there's a viral video which was shared by Gunn himself. Yes, James Gunn. Okay, fans of HBO Max, Peacemaker make their own Peace Train cocktail drink in a viral video shared by James Gunn himself. Gunn has a new series following John Cena, Peacemaker, after the events of last summer, Suicide Squad. And this time around, Amanda Waller needs Peacemaker to save the fucking world from alien invasions a la Operation Butterfly. In addition to Cena, the spin-off cast also includes some other famous names as well. Now, in Episode 5, Monkey Dory, Argus attacks a hub for butterfly food supply following the bloody encounter where they involve Charlie the Gorilla and others. And so Peacemaker goes back to a later patriotic trailer for a celebratory beverage. Yeah, celebratory beverage. Naturally, though, John Cena's character makes himself a custom cocktail drink we call the Peace Train. The Peace Train cocktail is gin, sweet vermouth, white vinegar, maple syrup, pepper, and butter. And they describe it as a feces drink. And even Peacemaker struggles to gulp it down. Clearly, this quasi-villain doesn't necessarily remember the night he came with this recipe. But you can make it yourself. Okay, so relay this article. Why Peacemaker Captain Locke claims he solved the Hamburglar. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, when you think of Hamburglar, you think of McDonald's. But okay, let's keep going. James Gunn recently shared a video of Darren Peacemaker fan and a Norwegian native, Scott Drenzel, who has recreated the Peacemaker cocktail from episode 5. Now, Drenzel begins this video by mixing the aforementioned ingredient before smelling this cocktail, saying it smells delicious. He takes 2 gulps and then he gave us a drink a thumbs up, claiming this is not my favorite cocktail, but we like it. After Drenzel's 3rd sip, he gags and curses in Norwegian. You can check it out below. So you just go to James Gunn on Twitter, and it says, "Oh my God, this is incredible. This guy, Drenzel Scott, tried Peacemaker's recipe for the peace train. All heroes don't wear capes, but they do wear bomber hats and flannel." Okay, I'm gonna watch this video real quick. And it was posted on the 30th of January. Yeah, you should check the video out. It's funny. Okay. Traditional peace train recipes made from gin, yellow short chimneys, and sweet vermouth. Now above the post, Gunn went on to explain while watching episode 5, he made this recipe up, and he thought Peacemaker and his friend Vigilante might have made up drunk at 4 a.m. After the Darren pair each come over to the disgusting drinks, they create the peace train. The 2 far from sober super people have become convinced they invented a classic. A classic. Yeah, they invented a classic. Now, it's worth mentioning that Gunn does not drink and has been very open about his history of his addiction. Now, when a follower asked him if he would try the Peace Train cocktail during a future review party, him and his cast regularly do, and Gunn replied, "I don't drink alcohol, I never felt happier, but I am now. If there's one thing Peacemaker increasingly wild episode proves, is that if you don't have to consume a bunch of Peace Train to have a good time watching the show, episode 6, Mourn After Reading, recently dropped on HBO. You can check it out. New episodes post on Thursdays. Okay, guys. So that is how we are going to be closing this out. Now, let me know your thoughts. You have an awesome day. See y'all later. Bye.